Today I fucked up for whining to my wife about not feeling desired. I'm retiring this post. People are focusing way too much on poly. Our poly factors are plenty fine. That's why I didn't mention it to start with. Thanks everyone for the kind words. There still is a huge amount of useful information and advice. Peace out. Today I fucked up by telling my wife that I don't feel desired by her. I know she loves me. I just haven't felt wanted for quite some time since I feel I've received a compliment or felt desired sexually by her. I must note that we are in an open, polyamorous relationship where she is partnered and I am not. The fuck up is, she had been sick, then on her period and going through some hormone stuff and then just generally tired, all stacked up right after one another. Prior to all this, she went on vacation with her other partner and I was adjusting to some antidepressants, so I was actually zonked and not exactly showing sexual interest. I did it first and she didn't say anything. Of course she was upset. She had every right to be, and I'm an asshole and I kind of hate myself for being selfish. Too long did not read. Polyamorous couple. Wife is partnered while I currently am not. My wife and I both expressed that we felt a lack of expressed desire from each other in bed, both for totally valid reasons. Sick, tired, medication. I complained about it and she was perfectly justifiably upset. I feel like an asshole. Edit. Fixed. Too long did not read. It was pretty incorrect. Edit. Added that we are in an open polyamorous relationship where she currently has partners while I do not. Dude. You didn't screw up. If you're going to wait for the stars to align for the perfect mood to have that conversation, it was never coming. You have a right to express your feelings. You're feeling unwanted. She should listen, because if it was her she'd expect you to listen even if you'd had a bad day. In situations like this, my wife and I use the term, both can be true. Your feelings are valid about not feeling desired, and her having a lot of things that have made her not have any interest in you or sex in general is valid. Sometimes the universe just works against relationships like that. But you acknowledging that you weren't taking her struggles into consideration is as important as her acknowledging that there have been things going on that have kept her from being flirty and such towards you and left you feeling hurt. The most important thing in marriage is to communicate, and the most important thing in marriage communication is how we deliver the message. Bad delivery can ruin all good intentions. Your feelings are valid and so are the circumstances that caused it. A good partner reassures you, they don't shame you. LMAO brother looking into the post history tells all that's needed. You are in a one-sided open relationship. You've made several posts since you, both, became polyamorous that you are having intimacy issues and self-admitted not for lack of trying. You are feeling not desired because you are not desired by your wife sexually. The refusal to let you communicate that and the self-beating guilt you derive from trying to sounds like Stockholm Syndrome. Did you finance that vacation? Because if so, brother, just leave. It doesn't sound like any of it was your idea. You clearly are uncomfortable with this stage of the relationship, and your wife by the sounds has no issues leaving you in the wind while she lives it up. Damn, somebody in an open polyamorous relationship being unhappy? What are the chances? Just because she has a hard time, doesn't mean you aren't allowed to feel hurt. Today I fucked up by microdosing my allergen for years. I'm allergic to certain sugar-free alternatives, such as aspartame. When I was younger, drinking a zero-sugar drink would make my throat really uncomfortable, but it wasn't bad enough for me to worry about my safety. It took a few weeks for me to even associate the sore throat with the drinks. Recently, however, I had to call 911 and they used an EPI pen because I entered anaphylactic shock after drinking a sample at Starbucks. Starbucks' new drink is sugar-free, which wasn't advertised in the store I was in, and they have never used aspartame in any of their drinks before, so I didn't think to ask. It was terrifying, partially because I had no idea my allergy was that bad. Anyways, this morning I was looking at the ingredients in a breath mint I frequently use, just to notice it says aspartame on the back. Lucky me. They were so small I'd never fully noticed it, and I tended to use them after smoking, so I thought smoking was the cause of my throat discomfort. But nope. Constant exposé to an allergen is known to make it worse. In conclusion, I turned a light allergy into a life-threatening allergy by regularly using breath mints. Too long did not read. Recently went into anaphylactic shock for what I thought was a minor allergy. Turns out I've been microdosing my allergen regularly, and exposed to allergens are known to make them worse. Edit. The Starbucks drink has acesulfame potassium, which I am allergic to, as well as potassium aspartame. That's really scary, and I'm glad you're okay, but are you sure you're not allergic to something else in the drink? I'm not a doctor, but I get allergy shots every month, the point of which is that repeated exposure to small amounts of allergens helps build resistance. In theory, the mints should have helped your allergy, not made it worse. Emphasis on in theory. Do not go microdosing allergens outside of a doctor's supervision. Reddit. What drink? As an aspartame gives me migraines. Person, can't even have Yoplait Light. I need to avoid it too. This is what I did with chocolate. It was always spicy and burned my throat, but I thought that was normal. I ate it more regularly as a teenager, a piece of 2 per day, and then one time I ate a few slices of chocolate cake at 17. Throat started closing, upside down face. That's how I learned that I had a cocoa allergy. Law. Scary shit. I'm glad you're okay. Oh damn, is that where that migraine came from? I tried a sample at Starbucks but assumed it'd be the same sweetener as the sugar-free vanilla. Do you mean aspartame? You can spontaneously develop allergies to things you regularly are exposed to, even when previously you were not allergic. There are actually therapies that take advantage of the reverse. Microdosing your extreme allergies in a weekly fat shot, and then you chill for an hour. Sometimes you just develop a new allergy. So this could have been on you, or it could have been random chance. Either way, glad you're okay.